Well, I'm Bill Lambie. I'm a pathologist. I've been up at Penn Bay doing general pathology for about 13 years. College, long time ago, back when dinosaurs walked the earth. I think I also like race cars, and the body is sort of a mechanical device, and so it's always had an appeal to me. It's been a long time. Pathology, because it's a visual discipline, I was actually an art dealer before I went back to school and went to medical school. I have kind of a draw toward the visual aspects of it, and so when I went back to med school, I kind of always knew that I was going to be a pathologist. Largely, largely malignancies, oncology. We see more of the benign stuff, but we tend to be experts in the malignant stuff, in the more serious, in oncologic pathology. That's kind of where our serious knowledge comes into effect. I and my fellow pathologist up in Penn Bay, we've kind of been on our own for 13 years up there. We're in general undergoing a bit of a unification, not just in Maine, but nationally, really. And it gave us sort of this kind of a flexibility that we didn't have up there. It gave both us and the hospital and the patients kind of a greater ability, a greater flexibility in order to take care of the need, essentially. I mentioned race cars earlier. I'm kind of a big race fan, not a NASCAR fan. I don't like the oval races very much, but sports car racing, road racing, some open wheel series, kind of nuts about that, and that's kind of the only sport that I follow. My father used to be a big baseball, football fan, and I thought he wasted his time doing that, and now I've turned into my father, see, but automobile racing, it seems. Other than that, I'm restoring, rehabbing, tearing apart really an old Victorian house in Rockland and trying to rebuild it back into a bed and breakfast. So it keeps me very busy. It's phenomenally beautiful. Back to the visual part of the discussion, it's just lovely. It's just when Mitt Romney said when he went back to Michigan the trees were the right size, it sounded incredibly ridiculous, but I sort of knew what he meant. It just the general landscape appeals to me. The kind of more rural aspect, shall we say. I've done the big city thing. I've done Chicago, and kind of done with that. So it's just a kind of a perfect lifestyle, I think.